make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready? Ready.
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyon, said hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens, that's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Lights are dim inside the Mesa Arena at the Pepsi Rink here in the beautiful Magic City of Minot, North Dakota, ahead of a WDA hockey boys and girls doubleheader on the PSP Network. Some of the state's top talent hits the ice surface in game number 1 between Minot United and Bismarck Century. The Patriots. A lot of rides on the line tonight as well as we get set and ready to end the first half of the season, if you will, maybe just the calendar year as December starts to wind down. For Minot United, they come in with a record of 1-1-1 overall, winless inside of the conference. Couldn't be any different for the Century Patriots. They're 3-0 inside of the WDA. They come in at 3-1. Good evening. Welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a quick 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Here's the kicker to Valvoline, however. The Lundins have been taking care of people for over 25 years. Locally really does matter. And again, just a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it. That's where all of us at PSP Network find ourselves for our oil change needs at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. My name's Nick Holberg. Thanks for joining us tonight for the doubleheader here on the PSP Network as we get geared up and ready for girls high school hockey in the first one here tonight. In the second game of the evening, we've got two undefeateds inside the WDA. It's Minot and Mandan as the boys rumble next here on PSP Network. Should be a fun night of action from here at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Busy week ahead. Mother Nature playing a little bit of a spoiler, if you will, here in the early part of the week. However, we do have action coming up this weekend, tomorrow night and Saturday, and boy, is there plenty of it. Taking a look at the schedule on the PSP Network for the days ahead. Start with tonight. Century, Legacy, boys hockey. That should be a good one. Todd Domry's on the call tonight on the PSP Network. Shiloh and Trinity got canceled tonight, or postponed, excuse me. That matchup inside of girls high school basketball in the Class A ranks postponed tonight. Brock Widener down at the Queen City had the game cards ready to go. He told me this afternoon, however, he is on the shelf for the night. Brock sitting back and enjoying these broadcasts on the PSP Network. That game will be made up at a later date. Century and Minot in the girls matchup here, followed by Mandan and Minot coming up next in the boys matchup at 7:30. Tomorrow night, how about this lineup? Girls and boys high school basketball at 6 and 7:45, Cheyenne and Mandan. Trinity and St. Mary's rumble in a girls and boys doubleheader. Shanley's at Dickinson. That's a matchup you're going to want to watch if you're a fan of high school hoops. That's at 7:30 tomorrow night. And Jonas Nelson, the legendary voice of Jonas, will be on the call for the semifinals of the Nedros tournament coming up at 6 and 7:30 tomorrow. Then Saturday, another action-packed day. Shanley at St. Mary's for boys high school basketball. The third place and championship round of that girls tournament out in Nedros with Jonas Nelson. Grand Forks Central, Minot North will rumble in girls and boys hoops. I'll have the call of that one at 2 and 4 o'clock. And then Cheyenne and Minot, that one's anticipated to be a good one. The boys and girls rumble at 3 and 5 on Saturday coming up. That's a look at the week ahead on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for that. Before you do anything the rest of the week, head on over to our social media platforms and vote for this week's Player Performance of the Week. Who had it this week? Ariana Root from Minot High Basketball, Knox Dahlberg, the goaltender from the Williston Coyotes. How about Landon Slid, 3 points the other night for Minot High School. Scotty Beck with a big performance. And Easton Richardson, those are the ones that are up for this week's Player of the Week, brought to you by the Aggie Foundation, along with Ryan Family Dealerships and Minot State University. You can vote each and every week for the Player Performance of the Week. Nominees will be posted on social media. Winner will be announced at the end of the week. The Player Performance of the Week, sponsored once again, in part by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. There's the players that our staff deemed to have some big-time performances just a week ago. Well, when we come back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we're going to dive further into this matchup here this evening. We talked about some of the top producers and players in the state of North Dakota being on the ice surface. We'll touch on them and look deeper into this matchup when we come back here on the PSP Network. Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters, unlike those guys. We take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Minot United, Bismarck Century. Goliad Girls High School Hockey, welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Local really does matter. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, locally owned and operated by the Lundins for over 25 years. You can't beat them. Well, this matchup this afternoon, early evening, features some of the top players in the state of North Dakota. 3 ladies enter the game today with 10 points on the campaign, starting with Minot United's Bryn Hansen. That name's familiar. The senior multi-time All-Stater, 10 points on the year to the tune of 4 goals and 6 assists. Look for her to be busy in this hockey game today. Stoner for Minot has 5 points on the season. Slynn's got 3. Those are the top 3 for Minot United coming into the hockey game. On the other side, for the Patriots, who are unbeaten inside of conference play, this is a team that's stacked. 10 points for Elena Matson. 6 goals, 4 assists for her. Macy Viggs got 5 and 5 for 10 on the season. 7 points for Morgan Reguer. They're stacked and loaded, and they have goaltending. Ellie Horner, 1.99 goals against average with an .894 save percentage. She goes today against Minot United's Faith Seekings, who wears number 1. She gets the call today. 2-1 here in her campaign. She's seen 99 shots on goal. She stopped 8 of them for a .256 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. The numbers brought to you by our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. It's the UPS store for all your packing, shipping, and printing needs. Try their great print products at the UPS store, their print services. They do a fantastic job without a doubt. Well, let's put a cap on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show after our nation's national anthem. That comes up right about now. Let's go down to the PA to salute our country with a Star-Spangled Banner. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. It's time for hockey at the Pepsi rink here at Mesa Arena. Nick Holberg on the call here this early evening ahead of a doubleheader of boys and girls high school hockey on the PSP network. Again, we can't thank you enough for joining us for the game call here tonight on PSP as we get set and ready for the showdown between Century, who will be in their navy blues here this evening. Minot United will be in their whites as we get set and ready. Goaltender matchup brought to you by Planet Pizza, 701-852-1700. Call for delivery now, 701-852-1700. Try that Blue Buffalo Pizza. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. In the goal paint to our left, Ellie Horner, again an .894 save percentage and a .199 goals against average. She gets the call tonight for Century. Again, going toe-to-toe against the Minot United net keeper wearing number 1. You see the young lady on your screen right here, Faith Seekings, 256 goals against and a .919 save percentage. Good numbers for both of the girls in the blue paint here tonight. Opening draw at center ice. We are officially underway for girls WDA hockey here at the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Century on the early attack down to the Minot end. Hansen soccers it forward, got it up to Slind, and Slind pokes it free. Down into offensive territory. Slind gets it back, top of the circle, shoots in front, shot save, rebound right to the goal line, comes right back into the center slot. A flurry for Minot, shot comes firing in again. And some stops were made by the Century defense. Now a rush of their own as Matson will carry it in. Matson fires on goal. Catching mid-stop is there. We're not even a minute in, and we've had plenty of action early on in this hockey game. Back and forth affair early in the contest. Score remains goose eggs on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Wow. Well, get ready for a fun one tonight if it's more of this. For the next 51 minutes, puck comes off the glass. It's going to be sent out of the zone by United all the way back up into the neutralized territory. Back in the defensive end here for Century. Stromstad tried to move it up to neutral, does. Stromstad gets it back. United's got pressured on the forecheck when foul. Still inside the line, now it's worked on into the neutral ice territory. Dumped in from center by Minot. And into the offensive zone it comes for Minot United, but Century's got possession here as they work it up to center. Knudsen at center, shuffles it off ahead. Chipped up off the wall by Stoner. Well, during the national anthem, you saw Timmy Meyer on the bench for the Century Patriots, along with Leif Matson, former Minot High captain, former Mandan Braves boys head coach. Not only is the roster stacked with the players for Century, but that coaching staff stacked as well with the addition of Leif Matson onto the bench. Underneath the net here for the Patriots. They work it away to the far side wall. Larson to center, onto the tape. It comes McNally. She'll skate it into the zone. Now McNally down underneath the goal line from Gretzky's office. Surveys out, sends it out in front of the net. Slid takes it away here, and Slid with a backhand. Shuffled it up the wall, couldn't clear the zone. Manson's got it back. Now Manson sends it underneath the goal. Back away to Slid with a backhand. She sends it off the glass and all the way down. Back into Century's end. Wrapped around the end boards, all the way back in behind the netminder. Puck comes into the hands here of Berube, and Berube sends it around. And up to neutral comes United on the rush here as Beta will carry it forward. Down it comes. This will be an icing on the play. And a stop in the action here with 14:02 to play in the opening period. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, it's still 0-0. BNC Bank locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online, bnc.bank. Look at the Century program and what they've been able to do in their time. They won the WDA last year, a team that forever down to the capital city as the Bismarck Blizzard was the power to be. The amount of state tournament appearances, 17 region titles, 9 state crowns. Here's a shot on goal and a stop is made. Horner will hang on to it. Now some pushing and shoving after the whistle here as the play comes to a halt. There's Leif Matson on the left. Tibmeyer, center your screen. Yeah, Century's been a power inside girls high school hockey in our great state. Seems to be continuing, even with the splitting of the schools, with Legacy Bismarck being down to the capital city now as well. Underneath the net, puck is handled here by the Pats. Slynn's going to bump it free on the near side wall, trying to move this one off ahead. It's going to be shuffled up the boards again, held in at the line here. Orr had her pocket pick, comes back away now to Slynn, and Slynn's going to carry it back in, down into offensive territory she goes, and the puck comes back out into the neutral ice zone where it's going to be taken here by Minot and sent forward here by Jackson. Jackson sent it all the way down underneath the net. Century and Legacy tonight in boys high school hockey. That should be a good one on the PSP network. Todd Dobries, Mike Peluso on the call of that matchup tonight. Down to the capital city. Mandan and Minot here in boys hockey this evening to follow this matchup as well. Some pressure for Minot United now. Here in the offensive zone. Work back up to the point. Drifted in from the line. Knocked out in front of the net. And it comes back away to the far point where it's shuffled out in front of the goal. Fired on. Didn't quite get all of it there, did Diedrichsen. Comes back up to the point. Shuffled towards the net, but it's taken by the Pats. So they move it forward here by Aubrey Hay. Hay will dump it down into the corner. United in after it. Now Brent Hansen. Next level player is number 3 in white, Hansen. He's been on the block for quite a while, known as one of the best players in the state of North Dakota for quite some time. She scrums for the puck on the far wall, but it's going to be dumped down into the corner there by Macy Vig. Vig having quite a campaign. 10 points for her. Comes back away now to Hansen, shuffled up to neutral. And at neutral ice, the puck's going to be taken and sent right back in. United's got it here, and they clear it back into the neutral ice territory. Minot off a change. Puck comes away to Matson, and it's sent back underneath the Minot high goal. Vig worked it down into the corner. Spinning away with it, Peyton Swenson. Puck went off the side of the goal. Still underneath the net, centered on front, comes up to the line, into the hands of Ords, fired on. And it's going to be taken and sent up the wall now where an offsides will be called here with 10:53 left in the opening period. Nobody on the BNC Bank scoreboard just yet. Off the draw, the puck comes back up into the neutralized territory, and it's going to be taken and sent back down Minot's way, where on the retrieve here for United will be Brentrup. At center, Julia Stoner now. The puck's going to be taken here by Hansen. Offsides will be the call on Minot United. Then a stop of the play with 10:33 left in the opening period. Big thanks to Chad Olson running the cameras for us tonight. Great to see you tonight, Chad. Thanks for being here as always. Job well done. Talking pheasant hunting before the broadcast here tonight. Chad, I got to get you the recipe I had the other night. Boy, was that something special. You love this time of the year. If you're an outdoors person, you certainly do. 10:25 left in the opening period. Everybody's hunting for a goal here. Nobody able to find one yet. Shots are 4-1, favoring Minot early. Here comes Matson, dangling through neutral ice. Make that big, rather. Fired on from Matson into the catching mitt. The stop is made from Seekings. Well, these two young ladies are going to be deadly. Matson's already got 10 points. So does Macy Vig. Early on in the year, that's a pretty good pace right now. 4 games in with 10 points on the campaign. Century opened up their year with a matchup against Notre Dame Academy. They lost by a score of 3-0. Since then, they've been on a tear where they've scored 5, 7, and 6 goals respectively. Win over Mandan was 5-3. They blanked Jamestown 7-0. Davies was on the wrong end of a 6-1 matchup with the Pats as well. Century, the top team inside of the conference right now, coming into game number 5 for Century at this point of the year, early on here in December. Earlier in the pregame, I talked about how you get towards the end of that calendar year. It's kind of funny how that works. The only games left in the month of December, Century's at Legacy, Bismarck High, then Jamestown, then Davies. Here's a try walking in, firing it off the blocker, maybe the bar when Peyton Swenson. Minot United, they've got Legacy Bismarck left as well. Jamestown and Davies, they have the same schedule nearly with what is left in the first half of this campaign. High school hockey going quick, of course. You get into February and it's tournament time. Under 9 to play, opening period. Puck back up at the point, fired towards the goal. Back underneath the net now. It's going to be worked back away here by Larson. Fired in, catching mid it goes one more time for Faith Seekings. And Seekings will hang on to it here with 8:40 left in the opening period. Nobody on the board yet on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Well, there you see Chris Stokey, co-head coach of Minot United. It's Taryn Love to his right, the assistant. Kayla Newhofflin, the co-head coach of Minot United. She's here tonight, don't worry, there she is on your screen. One of the greats to ever come through the program. Well, the first specialty teams activity of the evening happening now for Minot United. The first power play brought to you by ServPro. Into the sin bin goes Morgan Reguer on the 2-minute hooking call. And United's power play comes out for the first time in the hockey game, floating at 10%. Coming into the showdown here this evening, Century's penalty kill at 91%. Slind with the puck here.
Penalty on number 19, Morgan Rieger.
Slind dances through the neutral ice territory. Matson was going to be off to the races. Vig couldn't get it to her. Short-handed, it comes down for Hay, and Hay will send it off the wall, and it comes all the way down in behind the nets. Minute 30 left on the ServPro power play. Up the near wall comes United with the puck. This is Julia Stoner. Stoner will skate it in. Takes it down blocker side, tried to feed it back out in front there to Beta. And the rush goes the other direction. Short-handed here is Peyton Swenson. Swenson interrupted nicely on that play. Puck comes underneath the net now where Berube got it here. Now the puck's going to be coughed up. Fired towards the goal into the catching mitt, hanging on to it is Seekings. Stopping the play and the face-off will come on Sea Kings glove side here with 7:31 left in our opening period. Again, nobody on the BNC Bank scoreboard just yet. Serve Pro power play down to 55 seconds here for United. Slin's got the puck at center. Backhanded into the zone and back underneath the net. Cubs lies here with real estate are the Pats. Penalty kills down to 28 seconds. Minot's going to have to touch up on sides again. Meanwhile, the puck's taken here by Elise Hansen, and Hansen works it back into United territory. Back up to center. Here's Hansen with the puck. This is Britton for Minot. She carries it in across the center slot. Takes it top of the circle. Looks down towards the net. Surveys, gives it back up to the point. Into the hands now of Knutson. Fires in. Horner goes down, and Horner's going to hang on to it. Bismarck is now at full strength. And Minot goes 0 for 1 on the Serve Pro power play in this WDA showdown here this evening. Not a giant crowd on hand tonight by any means. It continues to grow a bit as the night carries on. I would assume that it should fill up a bit more as we get into the second and third with another game taking place after here tonight. Doubleheader coverage if you're just joining us on the PSP Network. Mandan and Minot boys will rumble tonight as well here on the PSP Network. .6:28 left in the opening period. Hansen wins it back. Hansen's got it back underneath the goal line now. Sends it out front. Oh, the opportunity was there. Went just wide on the attempt from Julia Stoner. Here comes the rush the other way. However, Big takes it here, fires it towards the net. Make that Regier rather. She got it from Madsen. Regier fired on, and the stop was made again. As Minot North, Minot High United coming together, and Faith Sea Kings doing her part to the goal paint here tonight. Nice play, nice execution there from Century. However, on the rush to the other end of the ice. Drive comes in, comes away off the pad of Sea Kings, back up to the line. Shuffled in down to the corner. Back away with it on the far wing. Picked up here by Knutson, trying to clear. She's met there by Ugland, and Ugland forced it down to the corner. Then United's going to work it around here to the near side, but held in at the point by Hay. Fires, oh, went off the netminder. Might have went off the bar up top. Either way, another opportunity that puts the shots to 6-6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Still nobody on the board just yet. Puck sent away on the far side wing, but it's held by the Pats. Poke checked ahead. Possession comes back down to Knutson. She'll try to clear. Century off on the change, and it's going to be taken here by McNally. She moves it free to the near side for Aubrey Hay. Hayes into the zone, whistles it down. That one goes just wide. We'll hear from Jordan Willert, the Minot High boys co-head coach, coming up at the break. A little preview for tonight's high school hockey matchup in the WDA for the boys. Always good to catch up with Jordan Willert. On the blocker's side, the puck's going to be one free. United's got it here. Hansen sends it off to Slynn. Up to center it comes Stoner. Slynn's got it back, and Slynn will carry it down, dancing her way towards the net. Hansen scrubbing for it. Century takes it away, and this puck is going to be sent out of the zone on the foot race back. It's picked up here by Berube, and Berube sends it over to the far side for Brentrup. Stoner over center ice. It's a hooking call from Nelson, the official. Another power play coming for United. 2-minute hooking call. Viggs into the box. And the Serve Pro power play comes back out onto the ice surface here for Minot United, who's 0 for 1 at this point in the hockey game. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians. Advanced technology at Serve Pro. They bring you the power play action here for both of these hockey teams.
2 minutes for hooking.
Short-handed is Manson. Fires it on. Manson sent it into the breadbasket there. Seekings, and she'll hang on to it. Face-off will come back on Seekings' glove side here with 4:03 left in the opening period. Minute 45 left in the Serve Pro power play. Minot United's in white if you're just joining us. Century's in the navy blue. Off the draw, puck one back to the point. Comes away here for Hay. Sent it towards the goal and just wide. Puck comes back off of Hay. Down to the corner. I think that's Stromstrad rather that sent it down. And now comes Slin down to center ice on the rush. Slin moves it off ahead, but it's going to be picked up here. Sent right back into the neutralized territory where Hansen delivers it over to the near wing for Berube, who skates it down. Breaks were on for Berube. Back to Hansen at the point. Then Berube again. Off the give and go. Fired, save, rebound. Loose hit front. Oh, coming up with another stop. The Century netminder doing her part in this hockey game here tonight. Keep the score sitting at goose eggs. Another nice opportunity there for Minot United here on the Serve Pro power play. But Ellie Horner, the young lady here for the Century Patriots, coming up with another save on the 8th shot of the hockey game here for United. Hansen's got it on the wall. Sends it back up the line. Drifted down from Stoner. Side of the cage. Getting a handle on it there was Beta. Pushed up off the wall. Century's going to clear again. The puck comes all the way down off of Larson. Then 40 seconds now will expire here on the United power play. Larson on the kill with a nice job. Sends it down into the corner. Shuffled away, comes back to Slind. Hansen's on the move. 2-on-1 into the zone. Fires it on. Horner with a stick save. High up off the glass it goes, and it's going to be taken on the far wall. Fowle's got it here. Trying to feed it out front. Back to Slind. Foul side of the net. Horner goes down and makes the stop. She hangs on to it. And the United power play doing what they can to try to break the ice here. But 4 seconds is all that remains on the Serve Pro power play. 2:22 left here in the opening period. Serve Pro again, 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology. It's Serve Pro. Slind onto the backhand.
Bismarck, full strength.
Century's back to full strength. 5-on-5 action here. It's tied up down underneath the goal line. Two minutes on the dot to play here in the opening period. Here comes Matson into the zone. Delivers it off. Vig has a rush. Fires top shelf. Oh, she shoots. She scores. What a play that was. Matson to Vig. They've both got 11 points now on the campaign. Vig sent it upstairs, and Century makes it 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Take another look at this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Oh, off the bar, right where Grandma keeps the cookies. Vig gets her 11th point of the season. Right to the top shelf. Century's up 1-0. Shots fired in. Stop is made On that play here from Sea Kings with 96 seconds left in the opening period.
Bismarck goal by number 18, Macy Vig. Assisted by number 11, Eliana Maxson.
Matson had the assist on the play. Vig gets the goal. Century gets the lead. Vig, 6th of the year. Now another Serpro power play coming up. This time it's for the Century Patriots. Century's power play cooking at 28.6% through the 4 games that they've played. Century looking to add more here. They've gone 4 for 14 on the advantage.
Maggie Ackerman, 2 minutes for high sticking.
High sticking the call. Here's a drive. Oh, what a play that is. Didn't take long for the Serpro power play to convert that time. Ashlyn Larson, 3rd of the year, and the Century power play makes it 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Early candidate for the move of the game here. Back-to-back highlights and big ones for the Century Patriots. Century's up 2-0. Larson on the power play. Under a minute to play, opening period.
Bismarck goal by number 8, Ashlyn Larson. Assisted by number 9, Adriana McNally, and number 10, Aubrey Hay.
Out in front of the Century net, shot was fired in, turned aside. 8, 9, 10, Larson for McNally and Hay. Century power play continuing to tear. They've got themselves a 2-goal lead. Manson wants more. She walks down and fires. Blocker stop is made there. All right, kids, get ready to count them down. We're at 15 seconds to play in the period. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Better catch up. 9, 8, 7. Should just about do it for the period. Century might have one more chance here. Drive comes into the catching mitt, and that's how the period comes to a close. Century leads Minot United by a score of 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We've had some highlights in this one. How about that play right there? My goodness. Jerome's Collision Center brings you first intermission report right around the corner here on the PSP Network. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
First intermission report brought to you by our friends at Jerome's Collision Center. Proudly bringing you North Dakota High School athletics on the PSP network. Century leads Minot United by a score of 2-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Give you the full recap coming up in just a moment. First, let's tell you about Jerome's Collision Center. They've been at it for a long time at Jerome's Collision. Proud to support our mission of promoting local athletes on the PSP network. Once again, Jerome's, where they know accidents happen. It's a part of life. They've been helping you get back on the road since 1975. That's a long time. At Jerome's Collision, they do it the right way at Jerome's. Find them online or on the top of North Hill in the Magic City. Nick Holberg on the call here for the intermission report. Special guest joining us now as Minot High boys hockey takes on Mandan tonight. We've got the honor to talk to the co-head coach, coach of the year, reigning coach of the year. It's Mr. Jordan Willard. Joins me up here in the booth. Coach, it's good to see you. It seems like once hockey season starts, then there's finally an opportunity for old friends like you and I to get together again. Things seem to be going pretty well on the ice. First of all, how is personal life? Family's good? Everybody's good?
Yeah, everybody's doing really well. Kids are growing like weeds, and I started a new job at Minot High this school year, so I'm teaching PE up there at Minot High, so I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, everything's going really well.
Yeah, happy to hear that for you. It seems like on the ice, seems that things are going pretty well as well. 2-0 inside the conference. You play the other undefeated tonight, Mandan. What can we expect of the WDA tilt tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we were a little behind the 8 ball with our start, you know, with Minot North football going so deep there on their run, and obviously we're Minot United, so we have some of those North kids, and we went out east and played 2 pretty good East teams right away, and, you know, 4-0, 4-1, got outshot pretty heavily in one, and but I don't think we played bad. It was kind of a good base, and we were able to get back to the grindstone of practice, and I think our kids have adjusted really well and kind of, you know, we talked about, you know, the tradition and the expectation of, you know, whether it's Minot High, Minot North, or Minot United, it doesn't really matter. This is how we play hockey, and I think it took the kids about a week to kind of figure that out, and we figured it out really well. And you know, and I think Mandan's got some young guys that are pretty good, and you know, they work really hard from what I've seen on tape, and so I expect it to be kind of a slobber knocker tonight.
Yeah, they've got good goaltending as well. A couple kids back there, and Walsh and Anderson, that 1.5 goals against average for Walsh. Anderson with the 2. What do you got to do to try to put some past them tonight? It seems like scoring really hasn't been a big issue. Young man like Slind last week that had 3 points in that hockey game. Bradley's got a 6-point year going. Thompson with 6. That was a big question mark for me with you guys. You lose Mr. Hockey and Mac Morelli. Are you satisfied with the level that they're at right now in the offensive production early in the campaign?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool how well we've spread it around. You know, I go talk to the paper guy after games, and he's like, 6 different scorers tonight, 5 different scorers tonight. So I think that's really good to see that the scoring's coming up and down the lineup, and I kind of think that's, you know, that's kind of something we talked to the team about. You know, last year's team was really skilled, and not saying this group doesn't have skill, but this group needs to grind. This group needs to put pucks behind D and, you know, work from the goal line out, and you know, I think we've really done that here the last couple games, and that's been really nice. And it's exciting to see the wealth spread around, I guess.
I have to ask you, you talked about the co-op, Minot High and Minot North. Has there been any challenges with that early on? I was just thinking about logistically just getting guys out of school at the same time and things like that. Is that a reality? Is there challenges with a co-op this way?
I think the biggest one so far, and you'll see it again tonight, we don't have our jerseys yet. I found out really late in the game, like around October 1st, that they wanted us to get jerseys all of a sudden, and we have them ordered. We want them to come. I told the parents at the parent meeting, please don't come after me if we don't have them. We have them ordered. They're going to be sweet. I'm excited for them to get here. But I mean, honestly, no. I mean, it's a little bit different for getting here at practice. We practice a lot of days at 3:30. Well, getting out of Minot North and getting down here by 3:30 is a bit of a challenge. And we don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want anybody to speed. They need to stay in class. So we just tell them to get here when they can. And, yeah, other than that, I mean, it's mostly the same kids. It's a bunch of kids that want to play hockey, and they, you know, they want to do it for, you know, Minot United, Minot High, Minot North, whoever it is, and it's just kind of been exciting.
Yeah, it's been an interesting transition, if you will, being a part of it. I think that I laughed all last week after calling Minot High hockey for 15 years, starting on the radio back in the day. Do you have any idea how easy Magi rolls off the tongue and how hard United rolls off the tongue compared to Magi?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's not easy at all. Let's talk about this game real quick before we let you get ready for your pregame here tonight. Century up 2-0 on Minot United. Did you have a big takeaway from that opening period? Obviously, that top unit from Century can play and work the puck pretty well, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Minot girls there, they almost had one there early. You get that one early, it kind of settles you in and can kind of change the way, you know, the period looks or the game looks. And then, you know, Century kind of fires back there at the end of the first period and gets two in quick succession. Minot needs to find the next one here. Minot finds the next one. They're going to be rolling. And, yeah, I mean, it was a good hockey game, up and down. Love to see the excitement, love to hear the excitement. It's a little bit different than the boys' game. The girls get into the excitement part a little bit more, and you love to hear that because that's what you want out of your players.
Kind of fun to see some of these legendary names, if you will, from the WDA, that second generation now, not only the boys but the girls. Pretty neat seeing that, isn't it?
Yeah, you got Elena Matson over there on the Century side. Obviously, her dad played for my dad at Minot High. You got, you know, the Slynn girl playing for Minot High. Her dad also played for my dad, and her cousin has, you know, been really well for us so far in his young sophomore season. So it's really cool to look around the league and see all the people giving back. I see Leif back on the bench over there for Century, so that's pretty cool. And you know, it's exciting when you kind of see that full circle moment when you know, people that I grew up watching play for Minot High are now kind of colleagues, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you're going to get a kick out of this. I was going to bring it up at some point tonight, but now is a prime segue. Your dad coached for many, many years at Minot High School. Look at Ben Slynn back in 94, 95. Isn't that quite a photo right there of the old captain of the Magi?
Yeah, look at that comb over. Look at those gloves. Wow.
Yeah, that
looks great.
Fantastic stuff. Runs in the family. His daughter, one of the captains of Minot United. Ben, the former captain of Minot High School. Isn't that great? Hopping in the time machine like that. I love it. Appreciate your time here tonight, Coach. Best of luck against Mandan in the second part of the doubleheader. You bet. That's Jordan Willards, co-head coach of Minot High School. 2-0 Centuries on top of Minot United. We will get set and ready for period number 2. It's right after this break here on the PSP Network. Time for our second period of play here on the PSP Network. If you're just joining us, Century's in navy. Minot United is in white. Nick Holberg on the call. We get set ready for the middle period, and we are officially underway as we get the puck dropped. And early into the offensive zone of the middle period come the Pats, but it's Red Hansen from Minot United that's got the puck here. Big thanks to Jordan Willard for stopping by. As always, we sure appreciate his time. Fun seeing that picture of Ben Slynn and his daughter is on the ice here tonight for United. Oh, that's going to be a body checking penalty coming here on Century. Delayed call on the ice surface. The Pats are looking to touch. Can they do it now? They can, and we will go back to the Serve Pro power play for Minot United. Game reset. From period number 1 in the first, it was Vig from Matson. They both picked up their 11th point of the year on a beautiful give and go play that put Century up 1-0. Then on the power play, number 8 scored, number 9 assisted, so did number 10. 8, 9, 10 was Larson, McNally, and Hay on the Serve Pro power play, and Century extended the lead to 2-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. United's got the power play now, their third of the game.
Bismarck penalty on number 11.
Obviously at 0 for 2 right now, with score being 2-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Puck comes all the way back into Minot United's head. Hansen goes crashing into the netminder. Puck's picked up here. Didn't give the ice enough time to set up. Puck sticking back in behind the nets just a bit. That water coming out of the ice resurfacing machine will leave that puck almost like Velcro back on the ice surface. That's what happens to Hansen here. As it comes to Reguer, she took it away. Now it's going to be taken back here by Slynn. She's got the motor on up over center. Over the blue line now, down into offensive territory. Power play on for the next 50 seconds for Minot United. Century clears it all the way down. Matson in the box for the next 35 seconds. Up to center we go now here for Minot United. Foul will carry it in. Puck's taken back away. Vig up to center. Vig crashes down, fires, glove save, and a big one there as it goes off the catching mitt, right back in on goal. And the stop is made from Seeking. She hangs on to it. And the faceoff will come back on her blocker's side with 14:37 left here in the middle period. And 17 seconds left on the Serve Pro power play. I remember watching Ben Slynn play for Minot High back in the day. Die-hard Minot High fan as a kid I was. Of course, he was one of the top players to play in the program, not only at the time, but in all of the history of Minot High Magicians hockey. Number 10 all-time in the single season points category. Back in 1995, he scored 54 points in that campaign. It's a pretty good run, pretty good season, scoring 55. And after 50 years of Minot High Magicians hockey, having a top 10 ranking still is something pretty special, no doubt about that. Century all of a sudden has a 3-on-1 in the offensive zone. Sent in front, Vig fired it on, and the stop is made. Again, it was Seekings that comes up with the save. Faceoff will come back on her blocker side. 14:08 left here in the second period. Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. You can give Dylan a call today, 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. BSN brings you tonight's contest as well. BSN creates exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. Custom equipment, uniforms, coaches apparel, you name it, BSN can handle it. Call Scott Woodmansey, Greg Foster, Naomi Erdahl, and Nate Zachman today. Or our good friend, the sales manager, Joe Cattell at BSN, our clothing provider on the PSP Network. Well, the faceoff comes back on the glove, make it blocker side of the Minot High netminder. Seekings, who's been good in this hockey game. Here's a lane sent in off the catching mitt. That one goes just wide to the corner, but Century's got the puck back up top. Shot comes in, fired on, and the stop is made from the Minot United goaltender once again. Tonight's game on the PSP Network also brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. True North Dakota original. Bones can be found at your local grocer. It is good stuff at Bones, bottled and created right here in North Dakota. It's Bones Barbecue bringing you the action on the PSP Network. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm telling you, you should. I'm a Sweet Baby Ray's guy. However, Bones is definitely my new favorite. It's good on everything. Bones barbecue sauce bringing you high school hockey here tonight on the PSP Network. United back in their own defensive territory. Century's out with it. Vig walks in, fires, stop is made. Century starting to turn the motor on just a bit here in this showdown. Shots up to 16-10. Not sure that Sea Kings got credit on that last shot on goal. However, a quality chance again for the Century Patriots. Sea Kings shut the door on it. Face-off on Sea Kings blocker side. Had to take the draw for United as Diedrichsen stepping in against Macy Vig. Off the draw, center slot. Chip towards the net. Stop is made again from Sea Kings on the attempt coming from Revere. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe and follow to the PSP Network. Click the follow and subscribe buttons. You'd be amazed what that does in our mission of promoting local athletes on the PSP Network. Down to the corner, the puck's going to be taken and work back up to the point. Underneath the net it comes out of Gretzky's office, work the Pats. Regier here on the near side. Chipped high up off the glass, and the puck comes all the way back out into neutral. Then into Century's end. And the Patriots have some space now as they carry into Minot territory. Regier's down with it, fires it towards the net. That one went wide. Puck comes back away into the hands of Hansen. She fires it up. Taken here by Bryn Hansen, down for Minot United, then up to center. United will carry it in. Right back the other way. Century towards the Minot goal, but it's taken away by United. Now they're going to scrum for it on the far wall. Century still on the attack in the offensive territory. Puck's picked up here by United. Brentrup's got it. Brentrup tried to poke it free far side. Now the rush is a 2-on-1 for United. Into offensive territories. Feet calling for it. Shot was fired there by Mallory. Foul, but it was blocked aside. Here comes Hansen. She can wheel up to center. Over the red line, down the blue, the multi-time All-Stater takes it underneath the goal. Breaks are hit. We go back the other direction here for Century as McNally sends it across center. Larson dishes off, comes into the hands of Swenson, then McNally again. Sent it in. Sea Kings will make the save on the play. Puck is sent down to the other end of the ice surface and a stop in the action on the icing. That icing brought to you by Farstead Oil. Proud supporter of our mission on the PSP Network. Farstead Oil. Wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, DEF needs. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota since 1938. Talk about a long time. It's Farstead Oil. Committed to outstanding customer service and reliability. It's Farstead. To neutral we go now as the puck's going to be moved ahead forward. Century's got it back. Shuffled back on into the neutral ice territory. Chipped off ahead. Century's back in. That top unit back out. Here's a drive. Vig tipped it out front. Big stop coming there from Sea Kings. Got a glove on it, but Vig's got it back behind the cage. Here's Vig, wraps it around. Backhand drive, they scored. Top unit for Century does it again. Believe it's Regier out front. It is, and Reguer puts it into the back of the net, and Century's got themselves a 3-0 lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Wait for the official call. I believe it's going to be Vig and Matson on the assist coming up. Here it is.
Morgan Rieger, assisted by number 18, Macy Vig. That's Rieger from Vig.
Gear from Vig makes it 3-0 at the midway point to the hockey game. Century, it's a bit of a stranglehold here in the contest. Only 3-0, however, the ice has been tilted in the Minot United direction here in the second period. Shots were 10-9 at the end of one. United's been outshot 11-1 here in the second frame. Century doing Century things on the ice here tonight. Minot State University brings you tonight's hockey action on the PSP Network. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State. MSU grads get jobs, period. Walking down, high-rising shot from Hay. Off the shoulder there of Seekings. Big pad save again. But comes back away up into the neutral ice territory. Yeah, Seeking's not getting the credit she deserves on those shots on goal. Two more were just fired her way. Unless they deemed that they were heading wide of the goal cage, then they wouldn't count. However, one off the shoulder, one off the leg pad. Regardless, Century leads 3-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The only one that it really bothers is the goaltender when those shots aren't counted. Matson to Vig. Trying to go back to Matson. Bouncing puck. Matson's got it. Fires it into the catching mitt. And hanging on to it is Seekings. Tonight's game also brought to you by our good friends at Val Cyclery. Locally owned and operated in downtown Minot since 1960. They've got a full line of e-bikes. They have a sharpening center for knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and more. Fitness center with treadmills, ellipticals, recumbents, Val Cyclery. It's a nice destination right around Christmas time. New bike might be something good in the old stocking this year. I don't know if it fits. Santa could probably find a way to get it to you. Try Val Cyclery, downtown Minot. 8 on the dot to play in the second. Once again, a triple header on the PSP Network in the hockey world tonight. Century boys take on the Legacy boys at the VFW Sports Center. Todd Domry's on the call of that game tonight. And a doubleheader here in Minot as Mandan takes on Minot High. Coming up next, that boys game between the top two teams right now in the conference inside the West region. Should be a good one coming up next. It's the 71st all-time meeting between Minot High and Mandan coming up here this evening. Up to center, off of Slend it goes. Century's going to carry it back in. Back underneath the net. Oh, there was a collision out in front of the goal. No call on the play. Now Hansen's got it. She works her way through neutral. 3-on-5 drill. Look at Hansen go. Hansen's going to carry it down. Fires. Oh, stop is made there as Horner comes up with the save. Century goes right back up to center. That one's going to be taken here by Ashlyn Larson. Slid back with it. Slid works it away to the far side. Sent all the way down. This will be an icing on the play, and all the way down it comes. That icing brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. Browse their massive inventory online today. DriveRyan.com. It's Ryan Family Dealerships. Locations in western North Dakota. That's where we've got the PSP mobile from, is Ryan Family Dealerships. Tremendous service from top to bottom at Ryan Family Dealerships. Every make and model, they'll find it for you at Ryan. Century's got the puck in the offensive territory. 6:10 to tick down here, walking in. Drive comes right to the goal line. Oh, the stop is made. Madsen thought she had scored. Another look at this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. It was close, without a doubt. 6:05 left in the second. Oh, local celebrity David Sharpie in the house tonight. Good to see him. Taking in the hockey matchup here this evening. Puck comes up to the far line, dumped right back in underneath the goal line. Brent Hansen's got it here for Minot United. Now the puck's going to be spun up the wall. United trying to clear, Century to hold. Hansen pitchforks it out of the zone. And now at center, it's going to be worked right back in here by the Century Patriots. Madsen sends it in. Seekings goes down, and Seekings will hang on to it here with 5:35 left in the second frame. Shots are 22-13 officially on the board. Nothing, not a giant hill to climb in the game of hockey. However, it feels like a commanding lead right now for Century. They're in the driver's seat of this one without question. Hansen at center. Shuffled it off ahead. Puck comes back into the possession of Hansen at center ice. Dished it off, and it's going to come back into the Century possession of Elise Hansen. Worked on here and fires it free up the near wall, just past Ugland. Here's a drive from the line. Brent Hansen sails it in. Hansen holds it at the point, walks and fires. That one goes up into the protective mesh and a stop in the play. .437 left here in the second. A couple local celebrities in the house today. Paul Sharpie here as well. They're all out to watch high school hockey here this evening at the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Puck underneath the goal line now with a backhand and shuffled off ahead here to McNally trying to clear. Puck comes back up in the neutral ice zone on the rush now. This is Larson. Got it off to Swenson, sends it underneath the goal. It's tied up on the near side wall. Minot comes out with it. Not for long. Century on the forecheck takes the puck away, and it comes back away now to McNally up to the line where it comes away to Shabley. Far side, sent down underneath the net. Back at center and sent right back in. Here comes Vig back into the offensive zone. Vig from behind the net sends it out front. Nobody there. Right back at center. Puck comes all the way back into Minot's offensive zone, but it's Century with the wheels turning here with Aubrey Hay. And Hay circles it back around, and now Hay will bring it up almost to her own blue line, but it's poked free. Now Stromstad has to recover. Now Stoner's got it here for Minot United, and now it's Bryn Hansen that takes it off the wall and down into the corner. Hansen from behind the net. Still scrubbing for it. Hansen comes free with it. Goes up to the line. Here's a drive blocked out in front. Now Stoner in front of the net, sent it towards the blue paint. Manson again into the zone. Fancy move for Manson. Trying to pick the high corner on the short side. Stop was made there. Puck comes back away now from Hansen up to center ice, and Hansen carries it in. Hansen trying to soccer it forward. Gets it back, turns it towards the goal. Bouncing puck knocked down. Under 2 to play here in the second. Puck comes all the way down. It's going to go just left of the goal. That will be an icing. That icing brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. It's Planet Pizza. Largest laser tag playground in the region at Planet Pizza. They also have a lunch buffet Monday to Friday from 11 to 2. It's Planet Pizza. They also have the best chicken wings on the planet at Planet Pizza. Under 90 seconds now to play here in the middle period. Into the offensive zone we go. The puck's going to be taken. Worked away by United again, trying to clear it back up into the neutral ice territory. Slind has it here. Up through center for Slind. Right back into the neutral ice zone. It comes down for the Pats, however, as Larson moves it off ahead. Got it out of the hands of McNally, and now McNally handles it here. Here's McNally, center slot, fires, hit traffic out in front. Heads up, puck comes up into the seats. Souvenir will find a fan here with 40 seconds left in the second period. 3-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC.bank, locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Again, find them online, BNC.bank. At the line, fired in, save, rebound, still loose in front. Another opportunity. Comes back away now to Matson. Worked it back up to the point. Here's a drive, and the stop made there. And now some extra pushing and shoving after the whistle is going to result in a Minot United power play. 2 minutes on the cross-check call. And United goes back to the ServPro power play here with 27 seconds left here in the second. Fourth power play of the hockey game. For Minot United, they are 0 for 3 at this point to the contest. Century will clear. All right, kids, cut them down. We're at 15 seconds to play. Down to 10, now 9, now 8. One more chance maybe for Hansen. Up to Stoner. over the line, offsides on United, and there will be a face-off coming out in the neutral ice zone. Hang around for our second intermission report, brought to you by our friends at Jerome's Collision Center. Look at the standings, a look around the league here tonight. We'll do that right about now. Century won the first period by a score of 2-0. They win the second by a score of 1-0. 3-0 at the end of 2 periods played. Second intermission report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts.
Jerome's.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Two periods down, 1 to go. Welcome into the Jerome's Collision Center second intermission report. Here at the home of the Minot Minotaurs of the North American Hockey League, the Giants bullhead goalie mask hanging in the northwest corner of the facility. Been a good goaltender showdown here tonight. Plenty of shots on goal on both sides. Century's had more, however. 27-14 are the shots on net, and Century's got themselves a 3-0 lead. Game reset brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center. Jerome's proudly getting you back on the road. They know that accidents happen. At Jerome's, our goal is to help get you and your car back on the road. They've been doing that since 1975. Schedule your collision repair and other service at Jerome's. The collision repair specialty. Collision repair is their specialty. We value you and your car at Jerome's Collision Center. Century got things started in the first period. Took a while to get the puck into the back of the net. 2 minutes left of the opening period. It was Century that got the first goal of the game. It was Vig from Matson to make it 1-0, and that put Century on the board first. Then Larson from McNally and Hay on the power play. That made it 2-0. That's how the first period ended. Then Regier from Vig in the second made it 3-0. Minot United's had 4 power plays in the hockey game. They are 0 for 4. Century's had 1. They're 0 for 1 in the contest. Shots on goal again, 27-14, favoring Bismarck Century, and the 3-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Here's the highlights from this opening period. That was the second goal of the contest. From Seekings, got a glove on it, but Vig's got the second period. Backhand right to the top shelf from Regier from Vig. And again, that made it 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. About 2 minutes, 50 seconds away from the start of the middle period, or start of the third period, excuse me. Century leads Minot United 3-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous addition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Time for our third period of play here on the PSP Network. Got the ice set up and ready for this third period. Nick Kohlberg on the call. Minot United's in white. Century's in their navies if you're just joining us. Century dominated the middle period. Will it be more of the same here in the third? Minot only down by 3, however. Century had the lion's share of the action on the offensive side of the ice to the middle frame. Puck's handled down below the net here. United's got the power play brought to you by Serpro for the next minute 3. There's a chance out in front of the net. That one went just wide on the attempt coming there from Slid. Now Hansen's got it. Sends it out front. Oh, went right into the blue paint. And then it's going to be spun out of the zone and all the way back into Minot territory. Manson underneath the net. Manson shorthanded. Has it back at the near side half wall. Picked up by Hansen. 30 seconds of Serpro power play time. Hansen carries it down. Now Hansen's got it underneath the goal line. Surveying here. Still surveying. Comes up to the point. Into the hands now of Stoner. Tipped out in front. Oh, went wide. Back underneath the Century goal. Centered out front. That should just about do it for the Minot United power play. And the puck comes all the way back underneath the Minot High goal. 1 second left on the Serpro advantage. Serpro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology at Serpro. Serving Western North Dakota. Tonight's game also brought to you by Valcyclery. Valcyclery, proud to bring you North Dakota high school athletics. Been around since 1960. Another chance for Century. Top units on for the Pats. Figs with it. Fires it into the catching mitt and hanging on to it. Seekings gobbles it up with the glove. Another nice stop from the Minot goaltender. Here with 15:11 left in the third period. Minot United boys take on the Mandan boys coming up next. It's going to take a minute to get used to that. I'm telling you, after calling Minot High athletics for the last 15 years, kind of rolls off the tongue, if you will. Here's a drive out in front to the net, wide open. The opportunity was there. They shoot, they score. Century's up 4-0. Second goal of the game coming here for Regier. And Morgan's got her second to the night. Century's got a 4-goal cushion. Century up 4-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. We'll wait for the official goal call and the assist coming here. Meanwhile, Vig will carry it back in. Vig underneath the Minot goal, wraps it around, went through the goal mouth, and it comes back away off the wall from Stoner, and she sends it all the way back into Century's defensive end.
Bismarck goal by number 19.
Let's listen in.
Assisted by number 11, Eliana Matson, and number 10, Aubrey Hay. That's Rieger from Matson and Hay.
Matson and Hay in on the assists. Vig from Matson on the first one, Larson from McNally and Hay on the second. Regier from Vig on the third, Regier from Matson and Hay on the fourth. 3 minutes in, Century's cooking. Minot's got a chance, however. Into the offensive zone they come now as it's taken here by Beta. She'll fire it in, and the stop is made by Horner.
Get your 50-50 tickets ready. Next whistle or call the winner.
Face off on the blocker side of Horner here. 13:54 left in this third period. Puck's around the wall on the far side. Up to center it comes. Century on the rush now as Dirk sends it down underneath the Minot net. Hansen through neutral. Brent Hansen carries it in. Shot was blocked. Another nice defensive stop that time. It was Stromstad that got the shin pads in the way. Puck shuffled up here and it comes back up into the neutral ice territory. Sent out front, nobody there for the Pats. Poked free by United up to center ice. Sent right back in by Century. The puck comes underneath the Minot high goal. Back away on the far wall underneath the net. 12:34 to tick down here in this third period. Once again, today's game brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads either employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Big with the puck underneath the net. Two for two scrum ends up in the hands of United's Knutson. Comes back to Vig. Short angle shot, stop is made. And we're down to 11:52 to play here in this third period.
All right.
Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you tonight's contest as well. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. Matson off the drop, sends it back down to Regier. She looks for a hat trick here in the hockey game. Vig has it here. Vig fires into the catching mitt. It goes, and it's hung on to with 11:38 to go in the third period. UPS store located on South Broadway in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. They also have print services at the UPS store. Stoner was on the rush. Puck was taken out of her hands there by Hansen. Big back into the offensive territory. Now Regier again, but it's taken away by Bryn Hansen, who carries it up into offensive territory. Hansen ridden off on the play nicely there by Elise Hansen. And it's Vig with the puck, who snakes her way through her own defensive end and now brings it up to neutral. Vig moves it forward. In on goal. Stop is made and it's hung on to. Here with 11:01 to play in this third period. Check out PSP Primetime each and every Wednesday night at 7:30 primetime. It's like a sports center for North Dakota high school athletics. Last night's primetime had our very own Bryce Gutnick and Dallas Hansen hosting the show. Isaac Sondrel, the head coach of the Velva Aggies boys basketball team, was in the house, along with Oakley Trueblood, who's one of the top prodigies in the state of North Dakota, prospects for high school hoops. You can find those episodes on YouTube as well. Primetime brought to you by our friends at Spas Accentra, Magic City Home Leisure, and Ackerman Esfold Construction Management. Back underneath the Minot net. Shuffled off away here on the near side wing. Scrum continues, but now it's up to center here as United's got the puck. They dump it down into Century territory. That's an icing on the play. And that icing is brought to you by Farstead Oil. Wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs, proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, and western Minnesota. All the way back to 1938. They've been doing it for a long time. It's Farstead Oil. United with the puck back behind their own net. Shuffled off to Slid. Slid's on the near side wall. Turns with it. Back to her forehand. Got it up to Hansen. Hansen trying to escape the zone with it. How about the defensive play from Lizzie Leduc? Century holds it. Now United breaks up. Slid will dump it in from center. Slid gets it back on the half wall. Fed it out front, nobody there. Now it's back at center ice where the scrum continues on for it. Under 10 to play here in the third. Century up by 4. Shots are now 34-15. There's a drive that came in. Stop was made. 35-15. Now the shots on goal. Madsen back behind the net. Off the shin pad of Slid. Puck taken away here by Mallory. Foul here on the near side underneath the circle. However, there's going to be a body checking call coming here. Foul goes to the box on the 2-minute call. Century goes back to the power play. And that Pat power play comes out for the second time in today's game.
Line-out penalty on number 14, Mallory foul. 2 minutes for checking.
Serpro brings you the advantage here. Stoner shorthanded for Minot United. Got it off to Bryn Hansen. She fired. Flipped out onto the zone there by Stromstad. Now Century on the attack, comes in on goal. Seekings goes down and hangs on to it. And the faceoff will be on Seekings' glove side here with 8:11 left in the third period. Century trying to remain unbeaten inside of the conference, 3-0 for the Pats coming in. Minot United, if they can't find a way to get 4, they're going to fall to 0-2-1 inside of conference play. Vig fires, knocked out in front of the net. Off the wall, shuffled up to the line. Offsides is the call. There was 7:45 to play in this third period. About dinner time, give Planet Pizza a call, 701-852-1700. Try that Blue Buffalo pizza. You won't be disappointed at Planet Pizza, I promise you. Try their lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 2. Slind working hard here on the penalty kill with 50 seconds remaining of the ServPro power play here for the Century Patriots. Big up the far wall. Big skates it down underneath the net, working from back behind the goal. Dropped it off, tried to feed it out front. Comes into the catching mitt again, and the netminder seeking. She'll hang on to it. And the faceoff will come on her glove side here with 7:16 left in this third period. BNC Bank brings you the scoreboard. Let's see, Century up 4-0. BNC Bank locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Up to the point it goes. Now it's going to be held in by the Pats once again. North back in their own defensive territory, retrieving here for Minot. Ziasko with it. Sent all the way down just to the right side of Horner. Now it's picked up here by the Pats, and off goes Aubrey Hay. Hayes into the offensive zone. Brent Hansen takes it with a backhand and clears it all the way down. And Minot goes back to full strength here with 6:38 left in this third period. Back underneath the goal, worked up top. Backhand attempt there from foul. Taken by Century. They come up into the neutral ice zone. This is Hay. Hayes had a big night here for the Pats. Ziaska carries up into the neutral ice territory. Ruby will dish it off down underneath the Minot United net. Seekings falls on top of it, and a stop of the play with under 6 to go here in the third period. Once again, Minot United takes on Mandan coming up next. Century and Legacy and boys hockey tonight from the capital city is on the air as well. Pregame show about 2 minutes deep. United with the puck. Century back in their own territory. Puck's going to be pushed back up into the neutral ice zone. Sent down to the corner here from Brentrup. Now Matson. United's back up to neutral with it, but it's taken and stripped there by Julianne Orr, and she fires it right back into offensive territory. Matson stops on a dime, fires, she shoots, she scores. Matson with a pair of helpers tonight now adds another one to her resume. That time it's in the back of the net. 5-0 Patriots. Top shelf over the glove. 13 points now for Madsen. Add another goal to her stat line. Team high 7th of the year.
Bismarck goal by number 11, Eliana Matson. Assisted by number 18, Macy Vig. That's Matson from Vig.
Madsen from Vig. Century up big. .437 left here in the third period. Off the draw. Century to clear, they will. 2-on-1 now in offensive territory for the Pats. Shot was fired in, stop was made. Stick around for the Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. That comes up next. Here on the PSP Network, we'll have our move of the game brought to you by our friends at Magic City Home Leisure. We'll also have our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. Icing on the play with 3:52 left in the contest. Planning Team Financial, whether you're looking for a full service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, it's Planning Team. Non-sportsmanlike conduct here on Minot United's number 8, Julia Stoner goes to the box. Century power play comes back out. Under 4 to play here in the third. Century up 5-0. Off the draw, puck sent out front. Comes back away into the hands of Madsen. She shoots and scores. Another one for Madsen. She's had a night. Second goal for Madsen, a 4-point occasion here for the Century God. And the Pats are up big. 6-0. Puck sent down into the Minot end.
Scoring for Bismarck, number 11, Eliana Matson. Assisted by number 13, Elise Hansen. Matson from Hansen.
Matson from Hansen. We've entered run time. Comes Bryn Hansen, soccers it to herself, fired in. The netminder, Ellie Horner. Under 3 to tick down. Bryn Hansen trying to put it towards the goal. Comes back away down to Bryn Hansen. Into the catching mitt of Horner it goes. It's fired in towards the net. And the Century netminder makes another stop here. .214 ticking down on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Hansen, sent it towards the goal. Caromed wide, the puck comes back away now to Madsen, who got it back to Regier. She's in over the line. Bryn Hansen took it away, and now Hansen moved it off to Slynn. Hansen pokes it down into offensive territory. Now Manson's got the motor on again. Manson sends it out front. Oh, big pad save. Second opportunity from Regier, looking for the hat trick. 93 seconds left in the contest. Century not done yet. Drive comes in, stop is made. We're under a minute to play in the run time. Final 40 seconds. Once again, Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up in a half minute. We'll have the game reset. We'll swap out the cockpit and get ready for Mandan Minot United and boys high school hockey coming up next. Goes final in the Magic City. Century over Minot United 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Post-game show comes up next. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Buchanan said hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Century takes down Minot United, by a score of 6-0. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial, whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you every step of the way. Find out more at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, home of the famous number 99, where team buses are always welcome. It's Shots Crossroads. Well, we get set and ready for the Minot United and Mandan game coming up next. I know I'm working on it, I promise you. First, the game reset of this one to close it out. Century scored first. They scored off it. It was Vig from Manson to let the scoring off. Then Larson from McNally. And hey, that made it 2-0 at the end of one. Regier got her first of the game. Vig got her second point on an assist in the second. That made it 3-0 at the end of two. And then in the third period, it was Hay and Madsen that set up Regier for her second goal of the game. Then Madsen had back-to-back goals. Vig had an assist on the first. Hansen had an assist on the second. Big night for Madsen. 2 goals, 2 assists for her. Vig had 2 assists and a goal. Hansen had 1 assist. Hay had a pair of assists in the hockey game. Regier had 2 goals in the contest. McNally, the other one on the score sheet along with Larson. MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home of the MVP haircut experience. Find them on the app. They're in Minot and Bismarck. It's quick, it's convenient. I'll be there tomorrow. I got to get looking just a little bit better here for holiday time. Sport Clips, home of the MVP haircut experience. And it's hard to go away from Madsen and Vig here tonight. I thought those 2 young ladies are certainly deserving. They're my picks for the Sport Clips MVP of the game here this evening. Sport Clips, home of the MVP haircut experience. Once again, big thanks to Sport Clips, bringing you tonight's MVP of the contest. Move of the game, brought to you by our friends at Magic City Home Leisure. Magic City Home Leisure. Hot tubs, saunas, indoor recreation. Find it at Magic City Home Leisure and spas, etc. I don't know, which one do you pick here tonight? There's plenty to choose from. How about this backhand out in front? Give some credit there to Regier as well. She's got the move of the game tonight as her 2 line mates send it up with Sport Clips MVP. Again, Magic City Home Leisure brings you tonight's move of the game. Century improves to a record on the season. Where did I put my Century sheet? Somewhere around here. Chad took it along with him to take the photo of our MVP. 4-1 now overall. Century improves 2 in the conference. They move to 4-0. Minot United drops to 1-2-1 overall, 0-2-1 inside of conference play. Well, you see the Mandan Netminders getting warmed up ahead of tonight's boys matchup. Minot United. Mandan comes up next. Let's put a cap on this one, however. Century takes down Minot United 6-0 in the girls' action. This YouTube stream will stop. Just a programming note here. You'll have to head on over to the YouTube stream for Mandan Minot United boys hockey, which starts right about now. We'll see you for the pregame of that one in just a few moments here on the PSP Network. Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by